This channel is supported by Truefire. Truefire is an online library.
Enough, you can get the Truefire All Access Pass for as cheap as they ever do it, the $99 thing. So just jump and do that if you're looking for the best price you can get Truefire All Access for.
So, I've been interested to see how good Sire guitars are at the moment, and almost kind of forgot about this brand, even though it's like so recent. So this is an Artist guitars that I've ordered from them. Again, I like to try and get more of a sense of like what the guitars are really like, because you never really know, do you, when you're getting sent a sample. Like if I ran a company, would I be sending people stuff just off the shelf? The first Artist guitar that I played was bought. Consequently, they sent me two other ones that I checked out, and this is one that I bought. I don't think they have any tellies in stock, but they do have a few of these in stock, which is the S-Type. So I'll be really curious to see, and I want to do like a shootout between this and the Sire. So in terms of what you're getting with this guitar, it's kind of white nitro over paisley. I think that actually looks pretty cool. This pickup here is slightly misangled or whatever. Roasted sawn maple neck. Some really lovely lock-in tuners. The quality is just so good on these guitars. Bridge as so. Right here we find evidence of a human. Right, that's not exactly perfect. I guess that would be from where trying to get the scratch plate on, if I had to guess. How does the fretwork look? Pretty good, really. Again, I'd say this is such high quality work for the money that you're paying. I still don't think you guys in the US can get this, so it's kind of frustrating in some regards, right? I'll look closely through it. There's a nice bit of flame there. See if I can notice any obvious flaws, but the frets feel great. Nut isn't badly cut at all. It's a little bit heavier maybe than one of the other ones, but that's really great first impression. Again, you know, I think in terms of looks, it might even be something preferable to a Sire. How do the frets feel actually? Because these are stainless steel frets just like Gen 2. Because I have renewed interest in the Sire Gen 2 stuff now. I've done lots of videos with this, and I wanted to kind of circle back with Artist being, for me, like one of the newest things that I've found. I will say, so Unplugged, there's something a little bit dead . And I'm suspecting that it might just be that this has a fairly shitty pair of strings on it. Set of strings. Because I think Sire comes strung up with Ernie balls. So that is going to be, I think, the first thing I do is change the strings on it. Because I think I'm not really getting the best out of the guitar. And I will do a video on that specifically because you never know how long these things might have been sitting in a warehouse with these strings on them. You don't really know what strings they were in the first place. They might be like a junk set of strings. Anyway, finishing is what it is. I think, to me, this is about the best looking of the Artist guitars. Maybe that red one, or this white one. I don't know. It's a pretty cool little look anyway. So it's like silver paisley with white nitro over it. It's particularly these lower strings. But looking at the guitar itself, it's pretty flawless. I think the trem is actually a bit better than the last one. than just a decorative trem on this one. I think if you were wanting to get really reliable trem usage out of it, then the nut might need a bit more attention. But you got kind of the potential here for a really good guitar. I think it's a little heavier than the last one. I still think it's the same wood type, the Paulonia, whatever it's called, Paulonia. That was right, wasn't it? Really like this join here. The neck, I think for my likings, just a little bit on the flat side. But yeah, it's a still good guitar, and the quality is up there with all of the other artist guitars that I played. So I'm happy to report that there wasn't like a drop off. So hopefully they can sort out some of their issues in terms of availability, and maybe even you guys in America might be able to sort of sample some of the goods, if you know what I mean. If you're looking for an artist guitar and you want to check this one out, then let me know via the old email. I don't need to keep it long term. I just wanted to get it to compare it to that Sire, which will be in an upcoming video. Now, I think we've all been probably aware of that new string feel, which does, after a bit of time, start to subside, right? And this is part of what is absolutely changing my perception of this guitar. However, I think also when I look at what's happening in the DAW, it's hotter in the pickups. The high end, there's way more high end when I compare it. It feels, when I'm playing the guitar, way more lively, like the sustain is there. I'm hearing the acoustic sound of the guitar as I play. It's a totally transformative experience. Now, if I hadn't done this, I think my sort of perception of this guitar might have been forever tarnished. First impressions are so important. I put on a very reasonably priced set of D'Addario XL10s and instantly sort of transformed the guitar. So from a guitar that felt a little bit dead, it's the morning after now, and I just wanted to wrap this up as I did change the strings on this guitar, specifically because I felt like it had that bit of a dead feeling to it. And I'm going to do another video talking about that at some other point, because I do think it totally transformed my perception of it, and it's much livelier acoustically now. It seems like there's more sustain, and definitely there's more top end to the pickups than there was without that. So the body, I think, is mahogany. That's what it says on the spec sheet. Yeah, so it's a little bit heavier than the Tele variants that they made, but I think it sounds incredible. The trem, I think, is slightly better than the trem on the one that they sent me initially, and I would definitely say there's no difference in quality between the ones that they sent me and this one. Like, it's clear that it's just all coming from the same sort of stock, if you know what I mean. So that's 4 artist guitars that I've tried. All of them have been very high quality, like the frets and all that sort of stuff. Just tidy work, and very, very difficult to beat. At some point I'll do a Sire versus Artist video and see which actually ends up winning that.